Hello, welcome back to Fire's Gaming. My name is Ben, and today we're continuing on with Ever17. So last time out, the kid's memories slowly started to return to him. We found out that he is, in fact, Sarah's older brother. But as a result of it's kind of like panic, guilt, and just probably the shock of all his memories flooding back to him at once like that, he kind of panicked, shoved Sarah away, and ran away. So yeah, he ran off to that storage room we trashed before, as you can probably tell from the background. And yeah, let's pick it up right here. I squatted in the small room in the back of the warehouse. All I could do was just keep running away from Sara and my past. I was such a coward. Overcome by the memories that had come rushing back to me, I had run away from my sister. I couldn't even accept my own weakness. I denied myself. It was less scary than acknowledging what I had done. I was such a coward. Had I known this would happen, I would have never wanted my memory back. Things were better when I didn't remember anything. Crouched there in the corner, I was paralyzed. I couldn't face Sara, my own sister. All I could do was watch time pass by. My memory had been completely restored, apart from recent events. I knew my age, address, and phone number. I also remembered my foster mother and father. Still, there was just one crucial thing I couldn't remember. And that was my name. What was my name? What was I called? I didn't know. Why was that the only thing that I couldn't remember? As long as I couldn't remember that, I felt incomplete. And as if the essence of my existence were concentrated into my name. As long as I couldn't remember my name, I couldn't feel complete. That was how I felt. No matter how much else I remembered, that one point escaped me. And then I thought back about what it was that made me lose my memory. The massive guilt I felt towards Sara. I wondered if that was why I had repressed my memory. But there's too much about that theory that didn't make sense. I had lost my memory before meeting Sara, and before the accident with Lemieux. And I couldn't remember what I was doing just before then, or why I had come to Lemieux. It might have been that I had seen Sara at Lemieux, and then it had happened. But something didn't seem right about that either. I couldn't imagine why only my name and recent events wouldn't come back to me. I had already remembered Sara. It would make sense for me to remember everything. I wondered what kind of amnesia it might be. A sudden sound and shaking made me look up. The next instant, warning alarms started shrieking. All around me, the squeal of straining metal echoed from the structure. Shaking continued on and off. What? I ran out of the room. Water. I noticed something strange as I emerged in the corridor. The water was flowing in. I couldn't believe the water could have reached here. Kid! You, what is this? Did something happen? I'll explain later. For now, just hurry over here. What? I found a way out. Where? I'll explain it later. Just hurry up. With those words of encouragement, you started running. She turned the corridor, heading for stairs leading to emergency corridor. What about everybody else? Takshi's gonna get Mayo. It's gonna be sorted at the emergency corridor. We dashed towards the stairs to the emergency corridor. And climbed to the emergency corridor. Takeshi, Scooby, and Sara were already gathered there. Hurry, we don't have much time. Well, what happened? Just hurry. Saying that, he started running ahead of everyone else. Scooby followed suit. Listen, the news are starting to collapse. He pushed my back, encouraging me. I started running. You're finally able to make contact with the surface. None of the emergency stairs are accessible. But if you don't hurry, they're gonna fly. Whoops. So just hurry. You explained the situation from behind me. I followed Takshin and Skimmy as we sprinted the distance of the emergency stairs. We soon reached the stairs. Takshin and Skimmy were already climbing. Hurry, this way. Takshi's voice rang down from above. I ran, following the sound of their footsteps. As we were trying to escape, the Mew began to shake and screech as metal clashed with metal. But we just kept climbing, moving toward the top. Only the sound of everyone's labored breathing and running footsteps on the stairs echoed throughout the emergency stairs. Just a little more. We're almost there. Takshi shouted up ahead. Takshi's voice was full of hope. It was then that we realized it. Mayo isn't here. You shouted it. Huh? What did you say? I stopped and looked back. You stood on the stairs, stunned and looking downward. She's right behind me. What happened? Takshi and the others came back down the stairs. Takshi, Mayo isn't here. Jeez, did you check to see if she was behind you? She's right behind me from the start. Apparently I got so into climbing. The stairs shook violently and there was a large sound. At the same time, the lights that dimly lit the stairs went out. Damn it, blackout, we can't go back now. If we double back, everyone's a goner. But... I'll go. Huh? I'll go back. Everybody keep going. Without waiting for a reply, I started rushing down the stairs I just climbed. Hey, kid! It's impossible, sir. It's starting to flood. What do you think you're gonna do? The voices rang out behind me. Swim? It's pitch black below. No problem. I can see. I could actually see the different parts of the stairs by the different temperatures. And it was the first time that I'd ever been thankful for my unusual vision. I went down the stairs and came out at Svetosluk's emergency corridor. It looked like the emergency power had already died. I wondered where Sara might be. I thought frantically. If she had turned back part way, then she probably wouldn't have made it to Drittastock, but I couldn't be sure. If she had gone all the way down to Drittastock, then I would never make it in time if I looked around Svetosluk first. I didn't know what to do. I had to decide whether I would start looking at Drittastock or from Svetosluk. Well, we're going to start here, because that makes more sense. Hopefully. No, I thought Sara was somewhere in Svetosluk. I didn't know why, but I was sure of it. She was probably somewhere in Svetosluk. I knew it might be a meaningless hunch. But maybe it was their sibling bond talking to me. Sara and I had the same blood in our veins. That was my thinking. It was probably my imagination, but it was all I had to bet on. I opened the emergency hatch and saw that water had already covered 3/4 of the corridor. Without hesitating, I threw myself in. The water flowed unpredictably, with whirlpools forming here and there. I endured the pain in my right arm and swam desperately. First, I looked in the security office. There was no source of heat that looked like Sara. From there, I made for the warehouse, but Sara wasn't there. I checked the merry-go-round, but she wasn't there either. Ahead of me was the elevator hall. Again, no Sara. I swam back up the corridor. Water had completely covered the entrance to the infirmary. I took a breath and dove underwater. Put my hand on the door and peered inside. And there was Sara. Sara's body heat made her stand out brightly against the cool surrounding darkness. I went into the infirmary and floated to the surface. Sara looked surprised and I broke through to the surface. Yeah. I mean, brother. Sara, you alright? Well, why are you? I promised, didn't I? Told you that I'd come find you, didn't I? Alright, May 7th. Finally, the roaring sound stopped and the flow of the water slowed. The squeaking and screeching of metal on metal also died down. It seemed that the flooding had stopped. There was still little air left in the ceiling of the infirmary. It was kind of like a cup flipped upside down, filled mostly with water. Sara and I were floating there. Looks like things have quieted down a bit. I looked at Sara. In the darkness, the only thing throwing off a gentle aura of light was Sara. Sara, you alright?
大丈夫。ちょっと寒いかな。
I'm okay. Just a little cold.
Sara forced a smile from me. Sara, why did you come back? All you had to do is go a little more and you would have been safe.
あのね、
I...
お兄ちゃん怒らない？
You promise you won't get mad?
Mad? Why would I get
だ
mad?
って
Well,
Just tell me. I thought something was strange. From the beginning, Sara had always seemed like she had the upper hand in our relationship. But now that we knew we were brother and sister, it felt like things had been reversed. Now Sara was relying on me, like we had, like when we were kids.
あのね、お兄ちゃん
well,
これ
yes.
Sara lifted her right hand. Pinched between her fingers was the shadow of the mirror from my finger. Hey, it's that piece of the mirror.
途中でこれを置きっぱなしだったのに気がついたの。
Yeah, I realized when we were running, this had been left here.
So you came back for something like this?
こんなものじゃないよ。
It's not just anything.
お兄ちゃんが必死で守ってくれた大事なものだよ。
This was something we fought so hard to protect.
Sara. But this isn't something worth risking your life to come back for. You have the pendant anyway.
ごめんね。
You're right. I'm sorry.
お兄ちゃんまで巻き添えにしちゃって。
I got you involved in all this.
I chose to turn back. You can't blame yourself for that.
ごめん。
No, I'm sorry.
And after that, Sara didn't speak for a while. Sara?
本当はそれだけじゃないの。
To tell the truth, it wasn't just that.
Huh?
外に出るのが怖かったの。
I was scared to go outside.
Scared of what?
外に出たらまた元のような日々が戻ってくるんだって思ったら。
I thought that once I got outside, everything would turn to like it was.
それ以上足が動かなくなったの。
Once I thought about that, I couldn't move anymore.
Like it was. What are you talking about?
またライプリヒに監視されて自由も何もない世界に戻るのかと思ったら。
I thought that life was start controlling us again, and all my freedom be taken away.
もう二度とこんな自由を味わえないのかと思ったら動けなかった。
When I thought that I'd never be free again, I was paralyzed.
レミュ
Paralyzed?
ーに閉じ込められてからみんなは何とか脱出しようとしてたみたいだけど。
Ever since we've been trapped in the meal, everyone's been trying to escape, but
私は嬉しかった。
I was happy.
どこにも監視する人もいない。私が私の意思で何でも決めていいんだって。
Nobody was looking over me, and I've been able to decide things for myself.
そう思ったらすごく嬉しかった。
When I thought about that, I was so happy.
ライプリヒの研究所に入ってからこんな自由を感じたことは一度もなかったから。
Ever since I entered Leibnic's Research Institute, I haven't felt free even once.
Sarah's words left me stunned. I wondered why I had never thought of things that way before. Lieblich had written me off early on. I figured that it was probably because the only special power I had was seeing infrared light. But Sara was probably different. And the way that she'd been able to use computers, you would call her a first-rate hacker. It was probably only the beginning. After I'd left the Institute, Sara must have lived under constant observation and undergone experiments. Thinking about it then amazed me.
最初はこの事故も私の能力を試すための実験か何かかと思ったの。
When all this started, I thought this accident was just some kind of test of my abilities or something.
ソラが RSD だって分かった後は私の監視役なんじゃないかって疑ったりもしたんだ。
And when I found out the Sora was ours degenerate, I suspect that she was here to observe me.
でもナッキョ先輩もいたし、どうもそうではなくて本当の事故なんだって分かった後は。
But since Naki was here, I realized it was probably just an accident.
嬉しかった。
And it made me happy.
今までずっとどこにいても誰かが私のことを監視してた。
So now, everywhere I've gone, there's been someone watching me.
高校の中ででも街に出てもずっと。
Even in high school or when I went out around town.
逃げ出そうとしても無駄だった。私は研究所に帰るしかなかった。
It's a pointless journey scheme. The only place I had to go back to is research lab.
研究所に帰ればまた実験や検査の繰り返し。
And back at the lab, the only thing waiting for me is more experiments and tests.
私には自由なんかどこにもなかった。
I've never had an ounce of freedom.
だからね、私にはあの事故が嬉しかったの。
I suppose that's why I was happy about the accident.
そんなこと言ったらいけないのかもしれないね。みんなは必死だったんだし。
Maybe I shouldn't say it. I mean, everyone was so desperate and everything.
でも私には今までこんな自由はなかったから。
But I never had freedom like this.
Sara. That was all I could say. Sarah's each and every word made my heart ache. I knew that wasn't her intention, but it felt like every word of hers was confession to me. And of course, I had been under surveillance as well, but it had been nowhere near as strict. And as long as I didn't do anything out of the ordinary, it was like there's no one there. The whole time, I'd been living carefree. But Sara had been under Liebig's careful watch the whole time, their guinea pig. Why hadn't I gone to help Sara earlier? I promised that I would, but I hadn't. Of course I had tried. But everything I did was blocked by Liebig's far-reaching influence. Still, I knew there could be no excuses. Why hadn't I tried harder? Why?
お兄ちゃん、
Brother?
Sara was calling to me. I'd been daydreaming in my own world.
お兄ちゃん、ありがとう。
Brother, thank you.
For
来
what?
てくれたから。
Because you came.
No, I left you there by yourself. I didn't come for
うん
you.
来てくれたよ。
Yes, you did.
ありがとう。来てくれて。
I want to thank you.
Sara said this and smiled. The smile also seemed tinged with resignation.
もういいんだ。
I don't care anymore.
私はここで死んでもいい。
It's okay to die here.
Sara, what are you
だっ
saying?
て最後に自由を味わえたし、
I finally tasted freedom.
お兄ちゃんにもこうして会えたんだもん。
And I was able to meet you.
あんな生活に戻るくらいならいっそ。
If it means going back to the life I had before, then I'd rather
このままここで死んでしまった方がいいよ。
dying here now would be better.
私には今まで死ぬ自由もなかったから。
Up until now, I never even had the freedom to die.
Her words shocked me into silence. I had had no idea that Sarah's life up until now had been so hard. But no, Sara.
お兄ちゃん、
What?
Don't talk like that. We're gonna live, no matter what. I wasn't about to let Sara die here. There was absolutely no way that I would let Sara die. If you die here, that means you've lost to them. You're gonna live, survive, no matter what. It is my responsibility to help Sara live. Sara, let's go, I said.
どこに？
Where?
To the ocean surface.
どうやって？
How?
We'll swim.
無理だよ、気圧が。
It's impossible. The pressure will...
We'll be okay. The air pressure here has been compressed by the water pressure. We're at about 4.5 atmospheres here. Even if we go out into the ocean from here, our lungs will be okay.
でも、
But still.
We don't know the help will come for us. Even if it does, it might be too late. Besides, it's too dangerous for us to stay here. Listen, Sara, we're breathing at 4.5 atmospheres. If we stay here, we're in danger of oxygen poisoning or nitrogen narcosis. We have no idea how long Lemieux will hold. If Lemieux collapses, we'll get dragged down with it. It's too dangerous to stay here.
ね
Hey,
え
What?
私が泳げないの知ってるでしょ
you know I can't swim, right?
You'll be okay. You're kind of swimming right now, aren't you? You just have to remember the lessons I gave you.
でも違うよ
But it isn't the same.
今は浮かんでるだけだもん
I'm just floating right now.
外に出て泳ぐのとは違うよ
It's different from swimming in the ocean.
Sara, you'll be okay. Don't worry. I'll lead you. I'll pull you all the way.
そんなの無理だよ
No, it's not possible.
We can do it. Believe in your brother. I came here. I came to help you,
お
Sara.
兄ちゃん
Brother,
Sara, believe in me. Sara clasps the pendant she's wearing around her neck. Let's go, Sara.
お兄ちゃん
okay, brother.
I pulled Sara along with me and we left the infirmary. We moved from air pocket to air pocket, looking desperately for a place where the wall collapsed in. When we finally found a tear big enough for us to squeeze through, we doubled back to the nearest air pocket. We took a number of short breaths to boost the oxygen level in our blood. Finally, taking a big breath, I grabbed onto Sara's hand and led her through the hole and into the ocean. With the walls and floor gone, for an instant I lost sense of which way was up and which was down. Soon I saw a faint light in the water above. I held Sara under my arm and headed for that light. I desperately thrashed my legs and swam with my broken arm. The water pressure was slowly pushing the air from my lungs. Sara's face was twisted in pain. I was in agony. Still, I swam, struggling to pull Sara towards the light. I kept kicking, believing that if I could make it to the source of the light, then everything would be okay. Even if all the oxygen were squeezed out of my lungs, I was not about to let Sara die here. That thought kept me moving. Slowly, gradually, the light was getting bigger. Sara's arms squeezed me in desperation. Hoping to give Sara courage, I gripped her tighter with my left arm. As if in response, Sara gave me a smile and started trying to swim upward. I matched her movement, swimming desperately. Come, Sara, let's go. Toward the light. I was never going to let her go again. I was never going to leave my precious sister behind again. Never again. Sara. Awesome. Alright. Well, I'll have to see if there's an epilogue for this one like there was for the last one. But for the moment, I think I'm just going to let this play out, and then I'll call it good for today. So, as always, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.